coming now to our next presenter. So the wonderful Dr. Kuiljeit Uppaal. So Kuiljeit, I'm delighted to announce you as our next speaker because you are the world's first image scientist. You're also an impact strategist and the CEO of Cray. And you're going to talk today about beyond the selfie, aligning your persona and image with your values and your actions through volunteering. So I am handing over the podium and also the presentation of our following speakers to you. So thank you everybody for your time and attention today. And I hand over the baton now to Kuiljeit.
Thank you so much, Tracy. And it's been such a wonderful morning. Thanks to you and all the lovely speakers there. Namaste, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each one of you from across the world at varied time zones. At the very outset, I must admit that it's been an absolute delight to speak to such an engaged and enthusiastic audience. My work is in the area of strategic self-management and creating an impact through the authentic representation of yourself, such that you build and amplify your inner, outer, and social self, your life skills, and your persona and image to being a powerful and incredible version of yourself. Over many years, I've researched and created the science of PRIM, which is the abbreviation for persona and image management. And I've also created many innovative models and scientifically devised concepts, including the world's first ever persona and image quotient. And I'm, of course, blessed to be honored with several national and international awards for excellence in education, innovation, and social impact, including the prestigious Karamveer Chakra by the United Nations and iCongo. My book, Prim and Powerful, helps individuals to become a confident and powerful version of themselves. I'm also an impact strategist, a pilot, an author, an educationist, a creative director, and an entrepreneur. And as an advisor / office bearer of multiple women organizations around the world, as well as being the national president of the Women's Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry for Life Skills, and the All India Chairperson for Image Management, I work towards bringing about policies and creating a robust ecosystem for the empowerment of youth and women. And lastly, I am on a personal mission to make a positive difference to the persona and image of at least 1 million professionals, as well as enhance life skills across the globe. So that's a little about me. Now coming to my topic. Today, my talk will focus on a multifaceted, though profound topic, beyond the selfie, aligning your persona and image with your values and your actions through volunteering. You can probably perceive from the title that this is a journey. And this journey is about more than personal branding or community service. It's about creating a life and an identity that truly reflects who you are and what you stand for. To embark on this journey, we first need to understand the concepts of persona, image, and values and how they intersect. To do that, let me request you to fasten your seatbelts and fly with me into the science of PRIM and touch base with some relevant concepts at a bird's eye view level. The world is constantly evolving, with rapid changes in technology, ideologies, and mindsets influencing every individual. In this competitive world and environment, quite akin to Darwin's theory of survival of the fittest, it is vital to continually reassess and reinvent ourselves to maintain a winning edge and distinguish ourselves among billions. On a personal level, being smartly dressed, well-mannered, and graceful boosts personal confidence and social standing, while professionally, leveraging your knowledge, skills, and effective communication are essential for career advancement. Therefore, your persona and image are vital in today's world, highlighting the importance of the science of PRIM. PRIM is basically a continuous, proactive process of assessing, appraising, organizing, and managing the impact of your inner and outer attributes, appearance, and the resulting response and reaction on yourself and others in line with the achievement of your goals. The appearance, my dear friends, in this context refers to the entirety of an individual, the brand, the entity, the qualities, the values, the aura, and the entire package called you, and not plainly one's looks or clothes or makeup or external manifestation. So basically, we're looking at a divine and powerful trident of sorts that has 3 prongs to it. The first one is persona or personality. In fact, according to the renowned Swiss psychiatrist Carl Gustav Jung, persona is the appearance one presents to the world. And if you look up the thesaurus for synonyms of the word, you will see the words like personality, identity, character, etc. So your persona is the outward expression of who you are, the traits and behavior that you project to the world, which get triggered by your inner self. Your thoughts, feelings, actions, and behavior demonstrate your personality. So your persona is all about your core foundation, your inner DNA, your values, your beliefs, your attributes that manage your thoughts, feelings, and actions and create a better environment for yourself and people around you. So it's extremely important to consistently manage your persona. The second prong is image. There are predominantly 6 core elements of image management, which have been identified through scientific and empirical deduction: self-concept, verbal skills, clothing, body language, etiquette, and grooming, that help you towards being a more authentic, appropriate, and attractive you, provided you know how to manage these correctly. The third prong is strategic self-management, which is nothing but a cluster of self-management skills that enhance productivity in your workplace and life by helping you set clear goals, manage time strategically, stay self-motivated, and network effectively, etc. These skills promote self-growth and foster a better work environment for both yourself and your colleagues. Now that you've understood these basic terms, let me also make you understand that every individual has an image, regardless of it being good or bad. And this image is in constant estimation by the outside world. It is therefore very important to realize what sort of messages one's image is emitting. Research shows that people quickly form opinions based on visual appearance within seconds of meeting you. However, while we often focus on making a strong visual impression, the true essence of who you are is revealed through your conversation and shared thoughts. In my own experience of over 3 decades, I have come across so many people who dress in a certain way, who project themselves in a certain way. They're actually something else. Now, why would that happen? Let me tell you. They are probably not in conjunct with their inner self, with their core foundation. They probably don't even know what their value system is or what values they stand for. Mahatma Gandhi said, happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. In other words, your persona and image needs to be an authentic representation of your entire being for you to be happy and peaceful with yourself. Your self-image, projected image, and perceived image have to be in harmony. It involves understanding your core values and creating an authentic identity with which people can remember you. You need to understand what you stand for and what sort of presence and impact you want to create. Your core foundation comprises your core values, attributes, and beliefs. And this core foundation triggers your thoughts. Every thought leads to an action. And when these actions are repeated, they form a habit and behavior pattern. And that builds one's character and reputation, which eventually affects the actualization of your goals. So if a person's core foundation is not sorted, it will impact everything, including the person's destiny. Now, you may ask me, how do I know what my values are and how can I figure them out? Well, the answer is actually quite simple. Think of it this way. Your core values form the foundation of your life, fabric of your personality, like your inner DNA. And thus, they are very powerful. They motivate us, they drive our behavior, they ignite passions in our heart, and explain why we do things the way we do and feel the way we feel. Think of 5 to 7 words you totally resonate with. And these are basically words that you believe represent you, and this is what you're made up of. These words are part of you and you stand for them. When you operate your life, you see the essence of these words is omnipresent in your thoughts, actions, and decisions, which means that they're extremely important in the way you lead your life and also how you impact others around you. These are your core values. Another way to do this is to think of your experiences in the past and identify moments when you felt happy or confident or peaceful, or even when you were filled with pride. Think of the values you were honoring and celebrating in those moments. You may emerge with values like kindness, integrity, innovation, justice, etc. Let me give you an example of my values. excellence, integrity, commitment, harmony, contribution, etc. For me, excellence is all about giving 100% to everything I do and I'm a part of, be it family, friends, relationships, personal, professional growth, all of that with honesty and dedication. If I'm talking of integrity, like even Milan said, I echoed what she said earlier. For me, it is loyalty, truth, transparency, faith, and so much more. So similarly, if you value honesty, your persona should exude transparency and straightforwardness. Let's remember that authenticity is key, and people are drawn to those who present themselves genuinely and consistently. You could write down your list of core values and consider how you influence your, or rather, how they influence your daily life and decisions. This self awareness will serve you as a foundation to align your persona and image with authenticity. When we embrace positive values, our bodies respond with a sense of well being that radiates not only to ourselves and those we engage with, but also to onlookers. This creates a ripple effect that enhances the strength and unity of the communities we touch. Conversely, when we fail to fully embody our values, our own well being declines. And this can be negatively impacting our friends and families that we're part of. So we need to watch out. Core values serve us as a compass, guiding everything we do, our choices and our actions. They show us the way. If we lose touch with that compass, then we take the wrong turn. If our actions are in line with our values, we will feel generally happier and fulfilled. And if they're not aligned, it's natural to feel a little stressed and anxious. So our values shape our lives, right? When we align our actions with them, we experience greater purpose and fulfillment. Conversely, when we stay away from our values, we feel stressed and unhappy. So, as you can see, if you don't listen to your inner voice of your core values, and instead, if you constantly keep a facade on for the world, working towards the superfluous selfies that are not the true you, you will not only exhaust yourself, but will also feel terribly dissatisfied, unhappy, and disillusioned. So, authenticity is the key to align yourself with your life and purpose. Work towards creating a bona fide version of yourself by being in conjunction with your values and your core foundation. These are your building blocks, and they form the fabric of your personality, regardless of whether you're a professional or not. To foster positive change in our lives, families, workplaces, and communities, we must address the behaviors contributing to our challenges. Embracing our core values and connecting authentically and compassionately with ourselves and others in all our daily actions is essential for transformation. Let's also remember that once you've figured out your values, you have to align them in your aspects. In fact, all aspects of your life, whether in professional settings or social media or personal interactions, and stay consistent in your messaging and actions. For example, if you value environmental sustainability, your image should reflect that through eco-friendly practices and choices. This coherence builds trust and reinforces your credibility, ensuring that what you see is truly what you get. Volunteering is a powerful way to align your actions with your values. It allows you to channel your principles with meaningful practice and service, making a tangible impact on issues that matter to you. The act of volunteering is not just about giving your time, it's about integrating your values into concrete actions. You can start by identifying volunteering opportunities that resonate with your values. If you value education, for example, consider tutoring or supporting educational programs. If social justice is a core value for you, then you can get involved in advocacy or community organizing. Aligning your volunteer work with your values ensures that your actions are consistent with your beliefs. Additionally, you could choose from the volunteer opportunities based on your skills and interests and the causes that matter to you. Search for organizations and projects to find those that reflect your values and allow you to make a meaningful contribution. You could create a mental FAQ of sorts and ask yourself, does this organization's mission align with my core values? Or will my involvement address the issues I'm passionate about? Or how can my unique skills and talents be best utilized? And so on and so forth. Finding the right fit will enhance your volunteering experience and ensure that your efforts are impactful and fulfilling. Another crucial aspect is integrating volunteering into your life, since that requires commitment and balance. You need to make it a regular part of your routine, setting aside time each week and month, and approach it with the same dedication and professionalism as you would any other important aspect of your life. Consistency in volunteering will not only strengthen your alignment with your values, but also maximize the impact of your efforts. Your commitment to aligning your actions through volunteering and maintaining an authentic persona can inspire others. Share your experiences and the impact of your work with those around you. Encourage your friends, families, and colleagues to explore volunteer opportunities and align their actions with their values. By setting an example, you now contribute to the culture of giving and inspire others to live authentically and meaningfully. Finally, understand that aligning your persona and image with your values and integrating volunteering into your life is a journey of continuous growth. As you evolve, your values and interests may shift, and that's okay. You could embrace opportunities for learning and development within your volunteering work and personal life. In conclusion, aligning your persona and image with your values and integrating your actions through volunteering is a powerful way to live authentically and make a meaningful impact. By understanding your core values, crafting an authentic persona, and committing to a purposeful volunteer work, you create a life that resonates with your deepest beliefs and inspires positive change. For any of you who are already in this journey, thank you for your dedication to your chosen path. And for the ones who plan to start the journey now, congratulations. I honor and encourage you to align your actions with your core values and embrace that profound fulfillment that comes from living authentically and serving others. A desire changes almost nothing. A decision changes something, but determination and perseverance changes everything. Create your personal mission statement and build your life and legacy. Thank you. I don't know if we have questions right now. We have a couple of minutes, but I'd be happy to take some questions if there's anyone who has any question.
I don't have any questions, Dr. Kuiljeit, but I really align with one of the talks that I did actually when I very first met you so many years ago, was what's your personal signature? And we leave a stamp on the world. Our John Hancock is in our image and how we present ourselves, but that has to be in alignment with, again, the going back to the alignment with the thoughts, the words, and the deeds. And
Absolutely.
you made a really good point. There's a lot of people out there presenting something that they are not in alignment with, and
So true.
it's a huge disconnect. So that's a really great point that you shared, and I appreciate you bringing that to the forefront, because that's especially important, even with what regard to Tracy said, within leadership as well. To be an authentic leader, you've got to also be in alignment with your thoughts, your words, and your deeds, and what you're presenting, as the face of the company, but also to your employees. So, yeah, thank you for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. And yes, you made me go back down memory lane. That was a beautiful moment. And yes, this is something we see all around today. I mean, look at everyone around you. Invariably, you see so many people putting on this big facade and thinking it's fine, but they don't realize the unhappiness they're causing for themselves as they move along. And it's high time they started realizing that there is no need to have a disconnect between the social you and the actual you. You just have to be you. It's as simple as that. Why complicate life for yourselves? So, and that comes in so easily. It's not a hard task as long as there's an intent. So, yeah, I think that's a great point. Thank you for reminding me one more time about that beautiful moment. And is there anyone else who has a question or who wants to add something like Milan has?
I have one thing to share while we're waiting. It reminds me about, this is a true story. I was sitting in an airport and there was listening to a grandmother talk to her young, I assume, girl going off to college. And she said, honey, I've got something to share with you. Always check in with yourself. Life is hard. Are you making it harder?
Mm, beautiful. That's true. That's so true. I think we make it hard. Life can be really simple, but yeah. Yes, Angela, you have something to share.
The responsibility that this puts on leaders today is just incredible in terms of not only the alignment within themselves, but also the environment that they're creating around themselves and the culture that they are creating for their people to be able to also align on every level of expression. So it really puts leadership under the spotlight. And I know Tracy kind of was also alluding to that, but it just, for me, it just really reminds me of just the incredible responsibility that leaders are carrying today.
I couldn't agree more, because I happen to be a celebrity mentor and I deal a lot with celebrities and people who are in the C-suite. And I know what you're saying is absolutely so valid. But like Milan just said, we complicate lives. It's not that tough. If you just go within and listen to what your core foundation is telling you, what your inner voice tells you, what your conscience tells you, and so on and so forth, it's actually quite simple.
Okay,
But thank you for your inputs. Thank you so much. And